It was today o'clock when I learned that life is never hard when you have a library card. So I'm going to be going over what I did to almost complete my summer learning challenge. It is June 23rd today, and they started the summer learning challenge on May 30th, and it ends on August 8th. And there are 10 challenges that you have to do. First, I'll go over what I'm listening to right now. This book, The Magic of Thinking Big, I heard about it online at some self-help account, and here are some quotes from that book. It says, "The right attitude and one arm beats the wrong attitude and two arms every time." So that's the kind of stuff that I like to read, some nonfiction, some self-help books. Here are some other books from my library haul before I go into the Summer Learning Challenge. This is another book on Stoicism that is called The Obstacle is the Way. These are all books that I saw people recommend online. And this one is actually from 2014. And it's the reprinted edition from 2024, so it's a little modern cover. But The Magic of Thinking Big was actually written in 1969. My mom was like, "Be careful, this is an old book." But I was like, this still may have some truth in it. And you can see what people were thinking back in those days. This is the CD that I got from the library, played on a CD player. This one, hardcover. I love hardcover books. This is something else I got from the library, Crazy Rich Asians. I actually haven't even seen this yet, and it's was made in 2018. So 2018 was a good year for movies. That was when Black Panther came out. And so yeah, now I'll get into the Summer Learning Challenge. So the first thing I did on here was to read a South Carolina newspaper using NewsBank. So NewsBank is their online archives of newspapers. I read the Star. The newspaper is called The Star. And it's from North Augusta, South Carolina. That's the actual place in South Carolina. And it's near Aiken. It's in Aiken County. So I read the news they had about their Juneteenth events, and I thought it was pretty cool because my brother goes to school in Aiken. So then another one, I attend a library event with a friend. That one I did on June 9th. I went cooking with a friend that I had met at another library event. There was a cooking class. They were teaching us how to cook. And it was like a curry chickpeas over rice. That was at the Park Lane Library. I usually go to the Sand Hills Library, but that was at the Park Lane Library. And then watch a film with a DVD e-resource or library event. That was the third task. And I was looking for, I saw it had like Master of the Universe, and that's a new movie that just came out about He-Man. And I started watching it, and it was like, I don't think this is the right movie. So I ended up not finishing that. But I watched Daddy Daycare. I checked that out on Hoopla. So Hoopla is an app they have where you can check out audiobooks and watch movies and look at digital magazines and stuff. I just downloaded it on my phone. It's pretty easy to use. You log in with your library card number. So yeah, Daddy Daycare, that's with Eddie Murphy, where it's a guy, he's like a marketing executive, and he loses his job and ends up starting a daycare. And it's pretty cool, it's pretty funny. And so the fourth one, I actually did some of these simultaneously. It says read a book with a green cover. So this is pretty green. You can see it's more of like a blue-green, but it says Winning Your Spiritual Battles by Tony Evans. And if you know anything about Tony Evans, he has his wait, do I have it over here? I was just thinking. He has he's the first Black person in America, black person ever, to make a full commentary on the whole entire Bible, and it's in the Museum of the Bible in DC. So yeah, so it's a short little pocket book, but it's really good. It's really dense with good information. The first part of it starts out talking about how God defeated the devil in a chess game. So it talks about chess and stuff. So read a book from a library display. I don't have that on me right now, but it was a book from Juneteenth library display. It was a kid's book, and I was reading that this past weekend. It was really good. It was about holidays. It's a book that was written by someone last name Ripley. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tasks. Sixth task, take a wellness or fitness course through Get Set Up or LinkedIn Learning. So I did that on LinkedIn Learning. I logged in. First, one thing that helped me to log in on LinkedIn Learning was this is digitized on the library website, and they had a link, like LinkedIn Learning right here was underlined, so I just clicked on that, and then it took me to LinkedIn Learning, and I logged in with my LinkedIn account and my library account, I think, and I watched this quick video. It was like 21 minutes, but it was broken up into smaller videos, and they had like quizzes, and it was like a whole course and everything. And the course that I chose was called Making Quick Decisions, and I learned a lot. It was actually teaching you different processes of critical thinking, of what to do, weighing the pros and cons and different things. It was pretty educational. Like, there was other different topics you could have picked, but I picked Making Quick Decisions, and I think it's gonna help me to not overthink things. So that's good. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The 7th one that I will talk about now is read a book about the American Revolution. So this I found online. I had to look up with the library's site search. Answering the Cry for Freedom, Stories of African Americans and the American Revolution. So the prompt was to read a book about the American Revolution, right? And this is by Gretchen Woelfle, illustration by Gregory Christie. And I think this is going to be a really good book celebrating the 250th anniversary of the U.S. And it's like a chapter book. It has some pictures in it, and the text looks like typewriter text, which is pretty cool, and it's good spacing. I love hardcover books because I feel like I'm too aggressive with paperback books. So yeah, I think that's going to be a really good read, and I plan on finishing that before the end of summer. And I just got that today. And also today I learned about culture. The next task, I learned about Culture City sensory bags, headphone zone, and quiet area at any location. So I learned about that. It's like a bag that has like fidget toys or like sensory things in it, like slime or stress balls. It's really for anyone. I thought it was just for autistic youths or kids, but it's anyone who needs a calm way to stress relief while you're in the library. So they have that at any location, but I asked about that at the Sand Hills location. And the last one, I don't think that's the last one I'll talk about, but there's another one. I listened to a book about nature. So I looked up on Hoopla audiobooks about nature, and I looked through all the descriptions, and the one that really piqued my interest was called Doctors by Nature by Jaap de Roode. And this is about animals and insects that can heal themselves. And one thing that I learned from there so far was that butterflies, they eat milkweed, and like some of them, if they're, infected or something, they'll lay their eggs on a healing milkweed plant that's like known for medicinal purposes rather than on like a regular milkweed plant. And they may not, like the mother butterflies may not survive, but the kids will survive, and then they'll eat the plant before they, turn to butterflies. Like as caterpillars, they'll eat the milkweed. And yeah, so I'm learning a lot about cool things from the library. I love nonfiction, and I'm gonna read some fiction too. Well, watching movies is some fiction, but yeah, that nature book is a really interesting listen, and I'm really enjoying it. It's only like 6 hours to listen to, and it's on Hoopla, so I can listen to it on my phone while I'm doing other things. Even on my phone, I can listen to it while I'm doing other things on my phone. And yeah, that's a book about nature, which is really cool because you're seeing how other animals are healing themselves. You'll see, like, I'm learning about different plants that are medicinal. Like, that's something that really interests me, and I'm trying to be a more healthy person. And like all the other, I'll just say, the other books about nature weren't as directly related to, how smart animals are and what they do to help themselves. Some of them were just straight up facts, things about nature that didn't interest me, but that one really interests me. Doctors by Nature. Okay, so what else? Check out an item from the zine collection. I learned about that from the library, and I learned about what a zine is. Like, a zine is like the library workers actually make their own magazine, but it's mainly at the main campus, not at the Sandhills location. So I'll look into that later. Also, share your library joy online and tag Richland Library. So I will tag Richland Library in this. And what else is on here? Check out a magazine for a new favorite recipe. That one's gonna be really exciting. So I looked in a bunch of different magazines today. I looked in a Vanity Fair magazine because Asia Wilson was on the front cover. There were no recipes in that. It was just about sports, but I love Asia Wilson. And I looked at a gluten-free magazine, and I looked at a Simply Something magazine. So one of the recipes that I found today was like a 4th of July themed pie that is like a cheesecake Cool Whip pie that I made before, and they have like little blueberries on top and then strawberries on top, and it's in the shape of the flag of the United States. So I'm planning on doing that for 4th of July, so stay tuned for that. And then there was another recipe. I'm trying to think of what it was. Oh, there was a peach salsa recipe. That sounds so good because I love mango salsa, but I've never tried peach salsa. So I'm going to try and make that. It's pretty simple. It was like pico de gallo and peaches just diced up. And it was saying with pork loins, but I don't really like to eat pork loins that much. But I will definitely eat the salsa part. And then there was another one that was like, there's so many recipes. There was another one that was like an avocado cream with like blending avocado with Greek yogurt. So yeah, there's a lot of things at the library, a lot of recipes. And also I checked out some recipes on Hoopla even from a magazine. I don't remember what the magazine was, but it was like a peach drink that was like a mocktail, and it looked really cool. So I might look into that if I get some peaches from MacB. If you know South Carolina, if you know, you know. MacB peaches are the best. Come at me, Georgia. But let's see. I think that was it. That was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 challenges. I actually went over 11, 12 challenges, but if I complete 10, then I get the prize. So that's awesome. Oh, another thing that I just remembered on here, research your question using an e-resource. I actually did research some things. I looked up this book, some things about Black people in the American Revolution, because you don't really hear a lot about that. I'll make another video about this after I finish reading it. So yeah, these are the summer learning challenges. Woo! Life is never hard with a library card.